Jaya Gurudev. Jai Gaura Haribo, 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 Jai Gaura Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. जय जय श्री कांदर के गिरधारी चैतन्य महाप्रभु की सर्वविघ्ननाश लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि बोल. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Once again, I welcome everyone for the Bhagavad Gita session. So, in this chapter, actually, we learned about chapter in Karma Yoga. So, in this chapter, we are going to do how to do karma in Krishna consciousness. So, before that, I request everyone to turn on your videos for more purpose, and please keep your mobile phone silent for the next 1 hour. And also, please do note down your questions during the session and ask in the question and answer session. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all for today's session, chapter 5, Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. How to do our activities in Krishna consciousness. And for to understand this, definitely we should have the blessings from the higher source, that is the Supreme Lord, and Guru, the spiritual master. Okay. So let us first have our prayers, humbly pray from the bottom of our heart, so that by their mercy and blessings, we'll be able to understand this transcendental things. Okay. So let us hold our hands and chant the Mangalacharya. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshta Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swami Niti Namine Nama Acharya Padaya Niti Prabhapadaya Gauragatadamdaya Nagaragramattarani Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Nangayate Girimet Kripatamam Mande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya. Before starting, let us show our gratitude and thank His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of ISKCON Society. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So before starting today's chapter, let us see what we discussed yesterday in the 4th chapter. So under the acronym years, E, eternal knowledge or the transcendental knowledge. We understood this with a story, isn't it? And to have this knowledge, what are the qualifications that we need? We should be a devotee of the Lord who's very dear and near to Him, and like something like a friend. We should accept the instructions of Krishna, something like Arjuna. And then this knowledge should come from a disciplic succession. It should come from a bona fide spiritual master. And that spiritual master, who can be a spiritual master? Who is under a spiritual master. He is slave of his spiritual master, is qualified to be a spiritual master. Very simple. Yeah. Then accurate understanding that the misconceptions that we had regarding the Varnashrama Dharma or the caste system, or regarding the worship of the Lord, many things we had. So all that has been cleared here in the Bhagavad Gita by the Lord Himself. He says, however you worship me, However you surrender, same thing you want to get. That's it. Very simple it is. So you go to a shop and give 10 rupees, you get the 10 rupees product, whatever. If you pay 100, you will get 100 rupees product. The same way, however you worship the Lord, the same result is going to come to you. Yeah. And regarding the caste system, Krishna says, Chaturvanya Maya System Guna Karma Vibhagasha. It is guna and karma. It is the modes and the work, the karma. Based on that, the division of this caste is made, or the varnas are clear. It is not that Brahmana son can be Brahmana or Shudra son should be a Shudra, nothing like that. Then reactionless about, then what about our karma? It is three kinds of karma we have, that is karma, vikarma and akarma. Karma is nothing but all our activities. But here we saw that karma means it comes according to our activities based on the scriptures, based on the Vedic scriptures or the instruction. For us, Vedic or the scriptures, it's only Bhagavad Gita, very simple understanding. So what Krishna is instructing, doing that, and definitely we are doing karma. Notice vikarma going against the scriptures. So you will be getting sinful reactions for it. And what is akarma? Akarma, any activity which pleases to the Lord, and it is without results. So you don't get binded in this material world. You're free from this. You will very, very easily get liberated. There's no next birth. Clear? And for this, to get this knowledge, to understand this, we have to surrender to a spiritual master. Tatvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnanena sattva darshana. Very clearly, Krishna is very simple. How should we surrender to him? Tadvidi pranipatena. Humble mood. Surrender to him, serve him. When he gets pleased, automatically all the knowledge is revealed. Automatically it gets revealed in our heart. And that is also to Krishna only. But we have to surrender to a spiritual master who is a representative of Krishna. Yeah. And now in today's chapter, what are we going to see? Stay in the world, three doers, equal vision, and peace. So as usual, I'll start with a small story. So how to stay in this world? So once what happened? There was a farmer who was doing his daily activities. So he was cultivating some vegetation or something in his land. And every day he used to go to market and sell that. And it was a day-to-day work for him. It was a great endeavor for him, great trouble for him. So he requested the Lord, please provide me something so that I'll be happy. Then the Lord ordered even Lakshmi Devi, please help him. Okay. So Lakshmi Devi, what did she do? She came early morning. She came with 10 gold coins, one near the door of that farmer. That one after the other, she kept till the land, that cultivation land is having till there. So one day early morning, he opened the door. As soon as opened the door, he saw that gold coin was lying there. Wow. Just taking the gold coin with that, I'll be very happy in my whole life. That Lord has blessed me. Then he went a little further to his land. He got the second gold coin. Then he said, in my whole life, no need to work now. So many days, day to day, I was working. Now no need to work. I can sit and lead my life. Then a little further he went. He got the third coin. Oh my God. He got the third coin and he's decided that not only me, my sons, my grandsons, everyone can sit peacefully and lead our life happily. Here. Then he went to his land one after the other. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. He got all the 10 gold coins. Just for the third coin, he said that me, my son, my grandchildren, everyone can be peacefully happy. And now the question arises, was he happy? No. Why? He was searching for the 11th coin. His whole life he spent in searching for the 11th coin. He spoiled his happy life. He did not lead a happy life. His whole life he just used in search of that 11th coin. Whose story is this? This is our story. Will he get 11th coin? Never ever he'll get that 11th coin. Why? Because Lakshmi Devi has kept only 10 coins. How much ever he searches, he'll not get that. The same way, what we need in our life, The Lord is already provided us. But we search for the thing which is not going to get in our life. We can lead a happy life, peaceful life, but we don't do that. We have a happy family, good wife, good child, good parents. Yes, there is some disturbance, okay, but we don't accept it. We always compare. We always compare the child. For example, you have a son and you always compare with the neighbor's son. See that person, see that child is taking 100 out of 100, 90 out of 100. You fool, you're taking 50, 60. What kind of maths is this? Isn't it? And actually, his father will be a big officer, but you will be working as a clerk or something like that. You don't compare yourself, but you compare your son. And the same way you compare your wife also. See that lady, how she's working. She's going to office. She's taking care of the house. You useless lady sitting in house, nothing you're doing. You don't have peaceful life. You're not satisfied in what we have. Even the same thing with the children's. For example, the father is a poor person. By his hard-earned money, he'll get him a cycle, but is not at all satisfied. He'll see his friends. See my friends, they're coming in bikes. But you useless father, getting me a cycle, that was a bicycle. How should I ride this? So what we have, we are not happy. Actually, this is how to lead a life. Happy life, Bhagavad Gita teaches us. What you have, see the happiness in it. Every coin has two faces. But we always decide to see the other face. That is the bad face, the sorrowful face. But there is a happy face also. We can be happy with our parents, with our wife, with our children, everything. But we don't do that. When we don't have the knowledge, the reality, if we don't understand what is life, it's only a miserable life. Once you understand what is our life, even being by sorrow, you cannot change your parents, you cannot change your son, you cannot change your wife, no one. They're the same. Yes, you can guide them. There's nothing wrong in guiding them, or if they're going in a wrong way, wrong direction. Sure, this is not right, this is right path. Something like that. But what is the use in being unhappy with that? So this is how to lead the life. And now Krishna will say more about that in this chapter. Okay, today's acronym is STEP. STEP, STEP. Stay in the world, three doers, equal vision, peace formula. This is formula for to be peaceful in our life. Krishna says that. Okay, so 12 verses he speaks about how to stay in this life. And you can see here, this chapter starts with Arjuna's question, where now Arjuna is again confused. Whether should I work now or should be renunciant? What should I do now? Now, Krishna says the difference between work in devotion and renunciation. Simple understanding, work in devotion is a devotee, renunciation is a yogi. Okay, yogi is a person, it comes in the tomorrow's chapter. Yama, Niyama, Hasana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, just gives up everything. He wants to control everything. He wants to be fully, completely renunciant, something like the false renunciation is in that way. So what is the difference between this both? You can see here in this chart. Allows us to act from our eternal position. When we are a devotee, what is our eternal position, our swarupa, our constitutional position? Jivera swarupa hoy Krishnera nityadas. What? Jivera swarupa hoy Krishnera nityadas. What is the swarupa of water? Liquidity. Whatever you make, it will be in the form of liquid. And what is the swarupa of fire? To be hot and to burn and give the light. This is the swarupa or the constitutional position of fire. So what is the swarupa of sugar? The constitutional position of sugar is to be sweet. The chili's swarupa is to be hot. The same way, the swarupa of a jiva, of a soul, is Jivera swarupa hoy Krishnera nitya das. Clear? So you are offering to the Lord. All your activities, you're engaging in your to please the Lord. So what is happening? There's a natural position. We are in our eternal position. As spiritually we serve the Lord, and here also we are serving the Lord. But what happens here? Soul is active, difficult position to maintain. Always soul is very active, but it is very difficult to make the mind to sit in one place, make us not to do anything. It's very difficult. Sometimes you can see some Babajis, they do Mauna Vrata, no? Have you seen this? They say Tuesday, Mauna Vrata, Saturday, Mauna Vrata, something like this, weekly, Mauna Vrata, something, all it will be there. What happens there? Somebody, guest will come, the assistant will come to the guru, will say, somebody has come, who? Show him, right? He will say, then what should I reply to him? He'll write a paper. He'll write, this is what you have to say to him. And he'll throw the paper into the dustbin. Then what breakfast you need? He says, this is the breakfast I need. This time I need this one I need. So many things. The end of the day, you see, the dustbin is filled with the papers. Now, was in Mauna Vrata? The whole day is speaking internally, but is not opening the mouth. What is the use? But actually, scriptures say, Srimad Bhagavatam says, 24/7 when you are speaking about Krishna, it is equivalent to Mauna Vrata. See, time will not permit to go more depth into it to understand. Why do we do Mauna Vrata? Not to commit any activities so that it is binding me in this material world. So I want to be silent, but it is not possible because the soul natural tendency is to be active. Clear? But when you're doing this akarma, engaging the Krishna's activities, it is as equivalent to be in Mauna Vrata because you're not getting any results of it. Let it be good or bad. So you're not getting binded here. That is why we need a spiritual master to understand this, and we need the scriptures, bona fide scriptures. Okay? Otherwise, blindly we start following. Oh, he is Mauna Vrata. So all the disciples, hundreds and thousands of disciples, yes, every Tuesday Mauna Vrata, every Saturday Mauna Vrata. What's the use of it? Still, you are doing your own, what I can say, abominable work for our sense gratification. We are doing everything and getting binded. Then what is the use in being Mauna Vrata? Isn't it? Yes. Then purifies the heart. By engaging in the Lord's service, which is natural, automatically our heart is purified. By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, your heart gets purified. But here what happens? Stop-gap solution. Doesn't purify the heart. Here the heart is not getting purified. Rather, there is a gap between the Lord and the Jiva. You're not building a relationship, but at least now you're offering a one glass of milk to the Lord and you're getting the relationship. You're developing an intimate relationship with the Lord, but here, no relationship. Then joyful process, sense engage. Sense also, materially also I'm happy. You can enter any of the ISKCON temple and you can see there. They'll be happily singing, dancing. They're engaging their senses happily and they're enjoying. What you enjoy materially, spiritually with the Lord, they're enjoying. Isn't it? So your senses are engaged, they're happy. Here, struggle. Senses are negated. It has been controlled. Don't see that. Don't see this. What not to see? Internally, you'll be seeing, generally, you are covering your eyes. Internally, you have so many desires, but nothing is able to do. So it is not natural. Yeah. Then, complete renunciation. In this, what it happens? The true renunciation, complete renunciation, because you're not karmanyevadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. Ma karma phala heturparo mate sangosu karmani. You're not attached to the results now. Just working as a servant to your spiritual master. Actually, you're working for Lord, but here you need a personal living entity to control you or to guide you. That is, we need a spiritual master. He guides, this is how to be. So you're surrendered to him. Every result goes to him. Complete renunciation. Here, incomplete renunciation. Then quickly attain the supreme. By this process, very quickly you'll be able to attain the Lord. And here takes many births. In the 7th chapter, Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanamanti Jnanavan Mam Prapattiti Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Bahunam Janmanamanti. It takes many, many lifetimes as a Jnani to acquire the knowledge that Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Krishna is the cause of all causes. But a devotee very easily understands because he takes the instructions of the spiritual master. Spiritual master guides him. Ishvara, Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the Karana of all the Karanas, cause of all causes, as Brahma Samhita or Brahmadev is saying. He just reveals the scriptures to him very easily. No need that he has to go through all the scriptures and understand, because the spiritual master takes the essence and gives to him very easily. As we have, for example, you go to some studies, you're studying in some school or college, you'll get the the guide or digest. Very only the important things will be there. You just go through it and you get passed in the exam. It's very simple when you take the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. Yes. And here also chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. No need to go to other mantras and search for it. What should I do? What should I do? Nothing. The whole scriptures he searches, the acharyas do that, and which is suitable for you. It is easily given to you. It's a very simple process, isn't it? Then how to act in Karma Yoga. What becomes yoga or worship? Isn't it? We heard this? Work is God. Somebody says that government work is God, this, Even in Vidhan Sutta, I can see that. How far is it true? We also know it is not true. They also know very well, but there's a big board on it. So it cannot be God unless you don't sacrifice your results to the Lord, or you don't endeavor for the pleasure of the Lord. Till then, you don't accept Bhagavad Gita and implement according to Bhagavad Gita. It cannot be, work cannot be God. Yeah, actually, there's in Srimad Bhagavatam, it's clearly said, when you're doing some work, it should be dharmic, it should be religious. For example, selling flowers, selling fruit, selling vegetables, all these good things, whatever you're doing, it's all business. But it is all related to religious, because everything can be engaged in the Lord's service. But something is not able to engage in the Lord's service, it becomes abominable. It's a sinful activity. And we think, oh, it is right. No. It's a sinful, it gives us a bad reaction. Clear? And here you can go further. Keeping mind and senses under control. Very easily you keep your mind and senses under control. Why? Because you have a master. The ultimate master is Krishna, but now you have a spiritual master. He's controlling you. We do something wrong, he just guides us, instructs us, he chastises us. This is wrong which you are doing. This is the way you have to do. Yes, we have been corrected very easily. Then act without attachment, no desire for results. Because every work, whatever I do, nothing is going to come to me. Why will I be result oriented? So anyhow, I am offering everything to the Lord. So whatever it comes, he is the proprietor. So in those days, one house, a family of 40 to 30 members used to stay in one house because the center point was Krishna. Lord was the center point. And here you don't think spiritual master means you have to go to some Gurukula. Yes, definitely you should go to a bona fide Parampara Guru. But on those days, the elderly person of the family itself was a Guru. He did not had any envious on any of them. He did not think that, oh, he's my son and he's my daughter, so both are different. Nothing like that. He's my big son, he's my younger son. Nor is my brother's son, is my sister's son. No. Whole family he was as a Guru, or he was something like a person, well-wisher. He was guiding them, everyone rightly, because he was surrendered to Krishna. That way it was a happy family. Okay, forget about old days. Now at least let us plan what should I do now. Okay, then act with body, mind and senses only for the purpose of purification. Definitely we have to do our activities, but can do this for Lord's pleasure. And automatically it gets purified. As an army person does all the work on the orders of the commander or the chief, he's not going to get any results. Rather, it's going to get a reward also. The same way, just following the instructions of the spiritual master and Krishna based on this Bhagavad Gita, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Yeah. So you just follow that. Automatically you get purified. Just by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following the instructions of Guru, heart is being purified. Cheto darpanam arjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. Yeah. And now, the result of such work. What happens with that such work? Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyatena sapapena patram nivam basa. Wonderful verse, beautiful verse. Hear what Krishna is saying. One who performs his duty without attachment, any work, without attachment, if you are doing it, surrendering the results unto the Supreme Lord. That's what I was saying. In those days, actually now we have to chant. In those days, they need not to chant also because, and now we have to read Bhagavad Gita. They no need to read Bhagavad Gita because they were leading a life of Bhagavad Gita. They were leading a life based on the instructions of the scriptures. So there was no need for that. See what we read here, actually they were living that. Results unto the Supreme Lord. He is unaffected by sinful actions as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. You can see the Lord in this picture, the lotus leaf, it has been untouched, but it is staying on the water. The same way we should be in this material world, we cannot go away from. You cannot go to some Himalaya and sit there. You should be with your wife. You should be with your family. Definitely there is some disturbances, there is challenges. Isn't it? But how are you facing it? When you are with Bhagavad Gita, you know this is my karmic results. Today some or the other somebody should have scold me or something should happen. But the result will be the same. You don't, it is inside in the second chapter also. Matra spashastu kaunte shitoshna sukha agama paino nityastam sitikshasva bharata. You do anything for the pleasure of the Lord, you don't get any results. Even sometimes, if it is a sinful act also, you don't get results. Forget about good things. Even you are a bad person doing some wrong things, you're doing for the pleasure of the Lord, the results doesn't come to you. And it is true. So actually, there's a temple to the Lord in Tamil Nadu. Kalvar Perumal. If you haven't heard this, Kalvar Perumal is a temple. There, how this Lord, Kalvar means thief, is a lord of thieves. There's a story behind this. So once there was a thief in that kingdom. He was very dear devotee to the Lord, very sincere devotee. He used to come to the Lord and pray for him. Pray, I'm going to this house for thief, to steal something. Please see that I get protected. I don't get captured somewhere. Okay, he'll go there. By the Lord's mercy, everyone starts sleeping in the. He'll go very easily. He'll go open the drawer, whatever he needs, he takes and comes out. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, it is going months together. Then this complete. And actually, what is happening? No? There's a deal between this thief and the Lord. He says, whatever I steal, 50% share will be given to you. So whatever, and he was very sincere also. Whatever he steals, exactly 50% or more than that only he'll give to the Lord. Always he's offering to the Lord. And Lord now it has become a partnership deal now. So Lord also is helping him in all the ways. So, but this complaint went to the king. And this king became very fed up. What is this? We have such a strong army, everything here. We are being protected by the enemies from outside. We are not able to protect from the small thief. Then he had a big army sent for the town. So every street, every soldier is standing. This curfew? Like something like that. Everyone in one street, four soldiers are standing. On that day, he'll go to the Lord. My dear Lord, today I'm going to 1 or 2 number house. Please take care. Okay. On the way, whichever the way he goes, no. You know this Mathura, when Krishna was taken by Vasudeva to Vrindavan, to Gokula, all the soldiers start sleeping. Whoever on the way, they fell asleep. The same way here, when he is going, everyone are in their own work or they're sleeping. That's it. He'll go to the house, he'll steal everything and he'll come. And that also there is a complaint that morning itself that this house has been stolen. And the Lord, actually, that king also was a devotee of the Lord. So on that day, he will give a word to his citizens that if today I don't catch this robber or the thief, I'm going to enter the fire. He took a vow. On that day also what happened, this person came to the Lord, he prayed to the Lord. And what can the Lord do? Both are devotees now. And here he is a special devotee with partnership deed. So, okay, he blessed him. Go to any house, I'll be there. So on that day, he went once again, he stole and he came. And the next day morning, king, based on his vow, what he has taken the vow, he said, today I'm going to enter the fire, early morning. So here, what happened? Meanwhile, this person, night duty, no? Little late, he'll get up. He came out and seeing that whole town, they're running. He was asking, what is special? Everyone are going. He said, Arey, that robber who was every day troubling everyone, no? That person has been caught. King has caught the robber. He's been tied to the pole near this temple. So he's ready to be punished. He's thinking, Arey, I am here. Who's the person, thief, who's there other than me here in this town? Let me see who's that. He went there. Who was there? His partner was there. The Lord himself was standing and nobody was able to recognize. But this person was able to recognize. He at once seeing the Lord, and the king is saying that now he'll be wiped with this, what do you say, the chauti. Chauti wipe. Yeah. 100 beatings to this thief. He ran to the king. He got hold of his legs and please don't punish him. I'm the real thief. He says, hey, we already caught the thief. You're not the thief. You get lost one. No. I was no. Once again disturbed to this king. No. Then he says, no. I am the thief. Who is that? The Supreme Lord. As soon as he revealed it, so everyone saw towards the pillar. Nobody was there. Lord had disappeared. And the king was so happy that Lord is helping even the thief. So the basic is to be a devotee. Then half of the kingdom was given to this thief, Then later part, what he did, because he's a devotee, even if you are a thief, not a problem, be a devotee. So that from tomorrow you don't start going to other houses stealing. But still, whatever sincerely you are doing as a devotee, whatever you do, it becomes good. So then with that amount only, with that this thing, what he did, he built a temple and kept Krishna in the center. And today is known as Kalvarpur. So in that way, whatever you do, you don't get results in devotional service. Clear? So performer is unaffected by sinful action, is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Attains peace, no anxiety over the results. It's very clear. Okay. Now next, Arjuna pondered. Now Arjuna is getting doubtful. What will happen to me? How can I be detached from actions performed by me? Now I'm going to kill everyone. What will happen to me? What will be my result? Then Krishna says, no need to worry, because you follow the instructions. Have you all have such kind of any ponderings, or have you thought about it? What will happen to my results in this 5 days? So many things I'm doing. Definitely everybody will think I'm a very good person. I don't do any bad things. But definitely without Krishna, whatever we do, it is all wrong only. It cannot be right. So that knowledge you should have. Okay. Now you can see here, actually, who is doing all that? Because sometimes we say, without Lord's mercy, nothing happens. Even a blade of grass cannot move without the mercy of the Lord. Yes, it is true. Now somebody will say, very good. That means whatever mistakes I do, who's responsible? The Lord is responsible for this. It's not me. Always we have this theory of blame game. No, anything happens wrong, blame on others. So anything wrong I do, it is only the Lord who is responsible for it. In that way we think, because we are all, I shouldn't say, but this is the demonic nature. Demons think like this. So we think like this. That means we are also small demons. Like, okay, you can see any activity how it has been taken. Soul. So what is that we have? We have the independence. Using his free will can desire things. So we can desire whatever we need. And all our desires will be fulfilled. Any desire will be fulfilled. Clear? And that is the only thing that we have. We don't have any other power or any other right than desiring. Then what happens? Then the super soul who is sitting in the heart, Upadashtanamanta Chaparta Bhokta Maheshwaran, he sanctions based on karmic credit. How much balance or the punya karma is having, punya results is having based on that. Now I should purchase a mobile which is costing 125K. I have the credit. My bank balance is there. Krishna will provide. But I want to buy an Apple phone which is costing beyond my budget. No, I cannot do that. Why? Because I am not, my credit is not to start. So I cannot do that. Clear? Then, how this activity has been happening? Material nature carries out. carry out the actions to suit the desires. Based on the sanction of the Lord, sometimes you should see this old people in my family. Something ever we say in our word, they say, don't unnecessarily keep on speaking. There are tatastu devatas. They'll say tatastu. It becomes true. Don't do that. You don't say unnecessary, unwanted desires, you don't keep. Because whatever we desire, it will be fulfilled, and it is Prakriti. It is the nature it does, or the three modes of nature. So it is said in the third chapter, Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. With false ego, we think that I am the doer. Sometimes we say in the family, no, I am the what I can say, caretaker of everyone. I am earning so much, so I'm taking care of my parents, my wife, my children, all are taken care by me. No way. I don't have any powers of such kind. Only desire I have. And I have the responsibilities with my what the results I get to utilize. Other than that, I don't have any other. It's only a desire I can keep. And all the activities has been done by good. In that way, without Krishna's sanction, nothing is going to happen. That means everything is based on Krishna's mercy. Clear? You can see here in this chat. Jiva desires Ishvara. He just sanctions or orders to Prakriti to perform the activity. That's why he said, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktiruttama. There's other name to the Lord as Rishikesha. That is the masters of the senses. For example, now, this mobile, I'm lifting this mobile and keeping it here. And I'm lifting from here and keeping it here. What has happened? Actually, I had a desire to lift this mobile. And my senses, my desire, Lord is hearing it, He is giving the sanction to the Prakriti. And my body is also Prakriti. It is made out of all the elements of the Prakriti. So then he orders the Prakriti. Now I have the strength to take this mobile and keep the other side, which desire which I had, it can be fulfilled. But you can see some persons, they have hands, they have legs, but they cannot walk. Some have eyes, they cannot see. Like me, having this glass, without glass, I cannot see. In that way, it has been limited. Only how much Lord gives the mercy, much we can, not more than that. Clear? So in this way, what happens? Jiva becomes temporarily happy, but desire is not satisfied. Today we desire for a cycle. Tomorrow we need a bike. And the other day you need a car. So we don't get satisfied with our desires. So he wants more, he wants better. Yeah. Then what happens? Jiva desires and Ishvara rejects based on karma credit. For example, now I think that I should be Bill Gates. I should become Tata Birla. What happens? I'm able to do that. I'm able to become a Bill Gates now. Yes, definitely. Whatever the desire I have, it will be fulfilled. But for that, you need millions of lifetimes punya. So you have to take many, many millions of lives to earn that punya to fulfill our karma or the desire. I'll say a small story to understand this. So in this Mahabharata, after all the battle, everything is done. Now, Dhritarashtra, blind person, Dhritarashtra, the king is coming to Krishna, is saying, my dear Krishna, what is that karma I have done that I'm suffering like this? In front of my own eyes, I'm not even able to see that. My 100 children have been killed. Why is this? Then Krishna says, previous to your life, 50 lifetimes before, you were a hunter. And on that day, night, when you came to hunting, a tiger chased you. You ran or sat on a tree. And for a time pass, that tiger till the morning, it was below the tree. So for a time pass, see, hunter is always cruel. No? They don't have any compassionate heart. So there was two birds, and it had small birds, 100 birds were there. He just got hold of the parent, the father bird. He just pricked the eyes of that bird, and it was painfully struggling. Then for his time pass for the whole night, one after the other, he was just killing that small birds. That is the result you are facing now. Even he felt bad. Yes, good. But he had one more question now. Yes, Krishna, what you said is right. Okay, I have done some mistake. But why did I need 50 lifetimes for this? The next lifetime itself, I should have been suffered, no? Why did I take this 50 lives? He said, yes, you had done a bad karma, but you'd not had the punya karma of having 100 children. So you need this 50 lifetimes to earn that punya, and now your punya is full, so you can have 100 children. So that karma result is coming to you now in this first birth, isn't it? The same way now you desire to be Bill Gates. Definitely you will be Bill Gates, but need many millions of lifetimes to earn the punya. You can see in Srimad Bhagavatam also, Kardama Muni. He was actually, in the very beginning, he is a Prajapati. He desired to marry. Later part, when he started to meditate on the Lord, he was desireless. He was completely elevated. Then he did not need any marriage or anything, such kind of desires he did not had, but he had a desire to get married. So Lord instructed Swayambhu Manu. He came with his daughter Devahuti and got married Kardama. So we should be very careful. Whatever we desire, unnecessary desires, small things, all we start desiring. Sometimes I say about the sari and these things all. No? Just for that one sari, you have to take 4 lifetimes then. Take care. Don't have silly desires to be fulfilled. That will bind us in this material. This is how desire, the culprit, the real enemy of us. The 3rd chapter we saw it is lust, actually the desire. You can see in the 2nd chapter, 59th verse, Vishaya vinivartante, niraharasya dehina rasovarjam rasopasya, param drishtva nivartate. Till then you don't get the higher taste. You cannot give your desires also. Today you have a desire to eat, you have a desire to see something, many desires. You think you are able to overcome it? Till then you don't have a bike. You're not ready to give up your cycle. Isn't it? The higher taste is spirituality. The higher taste is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The higher taste is Prasadam Bhoga offered to the Lord. When you start tasting the spirituality in your life, this material desires becomes vanished day after day, not in one day, but it becomes reduces day after day, day after day. In that way, engage yourself in chanting, reading, and devotional activities. This is the only solution for us to come out of our bondage. Clear? Yes. Now, next. Nadate kasyachit papam na chaiva sukritim vibhuho ajnane navratam jnanam tena mushyanti jantavaha. Nor does the Supreme Lord assume anyone's sinful or pious activities. Never ever the Lord is responsible. It is everything based on our desires. We cannot have a blame game here that everything the Lord is responsible for this. No. It is only our desires. Lord is sanctioning our desires and we have to be fulfilled. That is it. So embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which covers their real knowledge. Without Bhagavad Gita, it's only ignorance. We are completely covered in this ignorance and we are not able to understand how I am getting binded in this material world. For silly things, small things, we get binded. Unnecessary desires. That's what I was saying. No, I was very happy. Now you'll think, for example, quarrel between a husband and wife. You say to the wife, you are a useless wife, that wife is better. Definitely you should get many lifetimes to take that wife, that lady as your wife, and you have to take that life. And your desire will be fulfilled because you had a desire. And you are chastising your son. See, that person is getting first class and out, you are not getting. You had a desire that your son to be like that. Definitely you will take many lifetimes to get such kind of a son. Just imagine how many desires do we have. You want to be a good swimmer, you want to be a good cricketer, you want to be a good football player. You want to have so many unnecessary desires we have. Definitely you have to take so many lifetimes to fulfill all our desires. And you have to. Without devotional service, you have to take so many lives. But when you engage in chanting or in devotional service, it is something like fire which burns all the results of our karma, all the results of our activities. And if really our endeavor is to that extent, in one lifetime, you can burn all the millions of lifetimes, punya or papa, whatever it is. And it depends how determined or a seriousness you are showing in this devotional service. Not that you chant one round and everything has been, and that cannot. It is something like a small spark. You know this gas stove? There's a lighter. When that lighter, what happens? A small spark comes out. No, our bhakti, if it is something like that small, what will happen? Nothing will happen. So it should be something like a, or like at least a lighter. Whenever you press, big light comes, something like that. So sincere chanting, especially morning chanting, Brahma Muhurta chanting should happen. That means we are making our life serious. Yeah. Now, next topic is equal vision. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmine Gavihastine Shuni Chaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. If you are in a higher knowledge, Bhagavad Gita knowledge, what is the first quality you should have? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. When you are Vidya, when you are a knowledgeable person, you should be humble. Have you seen this? Actually, the nature shows us. Have you seen some fruit? When it is raw in the tree, it will be standing. When it becomes ripened, day by day, it starts bending down. It comes down, down, down. It is humble. And today, what is happening? Is our studies giving us humbleness? Always you are raising our collars. I am a postgraduate. I'm masters in this. I'm masters in that. What is it? Only ego we are developing. It cannot be knowledge. And those days, they were so knowledgeable person and they were so humble, Take this Chanakya Pandit. Such a great, intelligent person. But how was he? He was not even using the oil, the lamp of the king's oil lamp for his personal use. He was not using the ink. You cannot even just imagine such things. Once, a small pastime. Once what happened, a person came, illiterate he was. He said, please write me a letter. Chanakya Pandit said, wait for 2 minutes. He was doing some work. He closed that and he just off the light, or off the lamp. Then he lighted another small lamp he had. He lighted it. Then he said, you come. He took the paper. He wrote. The ink also he kept aside. He took the other ink bottle. He started. In those days, they have that dipping. So dip into the ink and he started writing. This person was surprised. Arey, why is this? Arey, just 2 minutes or 1 minute writing for you. You can do it and give to me. No, why you want to do so much big circus for this? You just off the lamp, you started lighting another new lamp and changing the ring. Why all this? Then Chanakya Pandit said, that all belongs to the king. And so long I'm doing the king's work, I cannot use that, even the ink or the little bit of oil for my personal use. So I get binded. This is knowledge. Today we cannot even imagine. You can see our politicians. For the people, by the people, to the people, something you say. They say, for me, that it is. So this is life. Okay, you should become, first thing is becoming humble, is knowledge. Pandita, and one more quality. Pandita Samadarshinaha, where he sees everyone equal. Whom all he sees equally? Brahmana Gavihastani Shuni Chai Bachapake Cha. What is that? A Brahmana. See equally vision. The gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. Even if it's an outcast, a Chandala, he and Brahmana sees equal. For example, how to see this? Another example. For example, a Brahmana, a great Brahmana is coming to your house. What will you do? Oh, my dear master, spiritual master or the guru or the Brahmana is coming. Come, get in. You'll give a big seat to him and make him to sit. Now you are fully with knowledge. No? Samadarshana, you have to see equally. No, one dog comes. We have to see both of them equally. He'll put another chair. Dog, welcome. He'll sit. Make the dog sit next to Brahmana. This is foolishness. Somebody will do this also. So I'm giving this example. Not that way. Seeing everyone equally means not that. Seeing Paramatma within everyone, but respecting them according to their karmic results based on their bodily nature, whatever it is. You have to deal in the same way, but internally you are saying, in my family, I've learned all this. When I was a small kid, by mistake, if I touch my feet to a dog, actually my grandmother used to chastise. She used to say, touch the dog to your head because there is Paramatma Krishna in the dog. So they did not make that the dog to enter the house. Always it was outside the house. And sometimes by mistake, if it comes inside also, they used to beat the dog and used to put some turmeric water and clean the house. So cleanliness they maintained, but they used to see Krishna within the dog. But nowadays we don't have. We can see our dogs in all our bedrooms, everywhere we can see the dogs nowadays. We don't have knowledge. And in those days, every house, there was a cow. And today, there's a dog. And cows have been thrown out. It is in the slaughterhouses. And nowadays, we have a lifestyle such a way, like something like apartment style. We cannot even have the cows in the house. Without cows, no spirituality, no life. Because one glass of, and you don't have a better mother than a cow. Even your own mother cannot be equal to a cow. She is only your mother, but cow is the mother of whole humanity. We are so ignorant fools. We say, why we need these cows? Because we don't know knowledge. We don't have this knowledge. We are ignorant. We claim this, why we need cows. Cows is of many important. Okay, I'm just going out of the track. So let us come here. So Pandita Samadarshina. And today's knowledge, definitely it is not giving Pandita Samadarshina, as I was saying, it is only building. And what is the use of today's education also? I'll say a small story to understand this. So once what happened in India, they had a gathering of all the scientists, and the resort was in middle of the forest. So they had a timings. This time everyone should come. There was a big ship arranged. They have to go in a river. All the scientists, they came, they gathered, they entered the ship, and they started going to the resort. But only one scientist came. And he saw that already the ship has been left. Now he saw there was a small boatman. He said, can you drop me to that resort? He said, yes, why not? I can do that. This is my job. What are the payment? He just spoke and he made him do. While going that small boat, he was able to see all the naturally thing. He saw that there was a great mountain, and he's seeing that it was precious stones and diamond and everything you can find in that mountain. It was something, a granite mountain. He asked, do you know about this mountain? He said, no, master, I don't know this. Oh, 25% of your life has been wasted. Such a valuable stones, you don't know about this. Then they're going further. He saw beautiful trees, and such a precious trees were there. And he was able to understand how, what I can say, great these trees are there. He said, there's so many medicinal trees in this forest. You know about this? You don't get anywhere in the world. He said, no, master, I don't. You don't know this also? 50% of your life has been wasted. All the Indians are fools. You have lost your life. 50% of your life is gone. Okay, further he was going. There was some oily thing which was coming on the water. He just touched and he smelled. He said, wow, you have such a great oil resource in this. You know this? He said, no, master, I don't know. You don't know. What a fool are you? 75% of life is lost. And once again, they were going. And for their bad fortune, or I don't know, bad luck, the wind became more. And the ship, it was a small boat. They were not able to ride. It was just rotating. And now there was no way to escape. Then that boatman said, now we have to jump in the water and escape. We have to swim. My dear master, you know swimming? What? Swimming. No, I don't know. Said, you know about trees. You know about mountains. You know about oil. Everything you know. But you don't know swimming. You sink here and you die. He died. He swam and he went. He did not know about mountains, trees, nothing. But he was knowing how to swim, how to cross that river. But this person knew everything. But he sink that water. Died. Whose story is this? It's our story. We know about science. We know about mathematics. We know everything. but we don't know how to swim this ocean of life, the Bhavasagara. How to swim here, we don't know. But we know everything about other than that. What's the use? Here, we shouldn't be fools like the scientist. We should be brave like that boatman. You don't know anything, little bit in the material life, you're not great, also not a problem. But we should understand what is life. Our ancestors were that. They know what is life. They did not give more importance for material life. But we are fools giving more importance for material life, for eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, forgetting that I am a soul, forgetting. Yeah. And what are the other results that you're going to get after this knowledge? Equal vision on oneself, becomes equal in happiness and distress, naturally tolerant, genius, and genuine kindness within and without. Give up unrealistic expectation from himself and others. As I was saying, expecting from the wife. My only wife I should give. Even wives expecting from the husbands also. You fool, you are working so hard like a donkey and earning only so much. See the other neighbor person, he goes and steals, he's doing some other things, even if it is sinful activities, earning so much. He's doing this real estate agent, something all they say. They always expectation higher, higher and higher. Because we are ignorant, we don't know what is life. We give more and more, 99.9999% of our preference to the material. This one or the other day, we are going to die, we are going to lose this body. We are giving the preference to this body rather than giving the soul. How foolish are we? Just peacefully think and sit and think about it. You will understand. Okay? Then peaceful existence. Just by this Bhagavad Gita, you'll be very peaceful. You'll be very happy now. From tomorrow, seeing your wife, you'll be happy. I've got such a good wife now. So many days I was not able to realize you think. Even she also, if she is hearing, she'll think the same thing. Yes, my wife, my husband is very great. So many days I was not able to recognize that. Yes. Once Bhagavad Gita is there, you will know the value of each and every living entity. Next, equal vision on others, real brotherhood. You will be able to recognize even the animals with you because there is only one father. There's only one father. Sarvabhuthanam. All is the father of everyone. Sarva yonishu kaunte murte sambhavanti tasam brahma madhyonir aham bija pradapita. I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities. There is only one father, that is Krishna. Even dog's father is Krishna. Cat father is also Krishna. Goat father is also Krishna. Chicken father is also Krishna. Never he'll be happy by killing him. For example, your father is having 5 children. You say that, this person is useless father, he's not reading well, he's not studying, he is little illiterate and he's not mentally also fit. Let me kill him. Will the father will allow you? Will be happy with it? The same way you say that, these animals are useless, it is only what I can mean. It has been created only for my sense enjoyment, to start killing it. Will the Lord be happy with it? Definitely will not be happy. So pursue, everyone has temple of the Lord. And now you don't have enmity also, because everyone's father is same, the Krishna. So everyone's body is a temple. So actually we put this tilakana, we put in 13 places of the body. Consider this a temple and invite the Lord to our heart. This is the position of attitude. Once you start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and take up this Bhagavad Gita in your life, even your body becomes a temple where Krishna starts residing in our heart. Yes, now also is there, but we are not welcoming him. We are rejecting him. Once you start welcoming him, you can just pursue him. You can just experience that there is Lord with you. Definitely, in just 5-6 days, you will experience, if you are sincerely chanting, you will experience that, yes, Lord is reciprocating. Here. And now the formula, peace formula, what is that? Bhoktaram yagnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram srutvatam sarvabhutanam jnatva mam shantim richati. How to get peaceful? There's a formula. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. There's only one enjoyer, is Purushottama. He is Krishna. Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakada. Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. Once you start pleasing him, everything will be pleased. Krishna says, Yasmin tushte jagat tushte. In Padma Purana says, one who pleases me, he pleases the whole creation. Jagat tushte. Whole universe has been pleased by him just because he's offering a glass of milk to me. He's pleasing me, so everyone are pleased. You can see in this Krishna Leela also, all the friends, they pleased Krishna, they want to feed Krishna. And there's a story, that fruit vendor, she comes, every day there is an exchange always. There, those days there was no cash or money, something. They'll get some fruits, vegetables, and they give. Nanda Maharaj used to give some grains, and Krishna was always watching, and he was a small boy. And one day nobody was there in the house, and this fruit vendor, that lady, she came. She came through with fruits, and Krishna was desiring to have the fruits. He ran, took some grains in his hand. Small boy, running he came. It was all spilling down. Once he came and opened the hands, it was only 2 grains was there. So, but that fruit vendor, that lady, she called Krishna. She just filled the fruits in his whole hands, how much he could carry. She filled, and she was very happy in serving Krishna. Later part, she did not take anything. She kept the basket on her head, and she started walking from there. Meanwhile, after giving the fruits also, she felt that the basket is becoming heavier. Once she kept the basket down, she was able to see it was full of diamonds, rubies, gold. It was filled with precious stones just by giving some fruits to the Lord. From the day 3, I'm asking everyone, please offer a fruit. And if somebody is saying, so lazy, so lethargic, don't do that. Just offering small things to the Lord. Yesterday I was saying about Bali Maharaj story also. Just Bali Maharaj gave 3 food to him. He gave a Sutala planet to him, which is millions times richer than the Swarga, heavenly planet. And he became a servant, gatekeeper to that Bali Maharaj, just by offering 3 feet of land. And we, how big fools are we? We don't offer milk. We don't offer fruit. We don't surrender to the Lord. Isn't it? Yes. And the next formula is Sarvaloka Maheshwara. He is a real controller. He is a proprietor. He is the Lord of Lords. Whole universes emanate from his body. From Mahavishnu, just when he breathes, when he inhales and exhales, when he just exhales, from each pore of his body, all the universes just emanate. And then he enters as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Then there is the expansion of Chirodakshaya Vishnu, so many things. And he is a protector of everyone. Why will he not protect me? You know the pastime of Draupadi? She had 5 husbands. Greatest husbands of the whole universe, I can say. There was Dharmaraj. Yeah, Yudhishthira Maharaj is known as Dharmaraj, son of Yamadharmaraj. And second was Bhima, who was possessing 10,000 elephant strength. And third was Arjuna, who was a great archer of the whole world. And Nakula Sahadeva, who knows the future also. But all the 5 husbands was not able to protect her when she was distraught, when her sari was pulled. Bhishma Dev was there, Dronacharya, Kripacharya. The whole assembly was there, but nobody was there able to protect her. Sometimes we'll be very proud that my husband will protect me, my father will protect me. How can they protect us? The greatest of great 5 husbands were not able to protect. And it was only Krishna. When she lifted her both hands, started calling Krishna, Govinda, you are the real protector. He protected her. Take the shelter of the Lord. Definitely he will protect. No doubt in it. That's what the Gita teaches us. So, okay, so many days we were ignorant. At least now also we be ignorant. There cannot be a better fool than us. Okay, yes. Now, through Hridam Sarvabhutana, he is the only well-wisher. He is the only and the only well-wisher of a living entity. Is it's Krishna. Why? Because even our own father, mother, husband, wife, children, whoever it is, they can only protect my body. When I die, nobody can come with me, but the super soul, the Krishna, is always with me. Even if I enter a body of a pig by my abominable activities, by my karmic results, even I enter the body of a pig, stool eating pig, hog, he will be with us. He will never give up. Forget about hog. Even if you take a life as a stool worm, even then he will be with us. Sushrutam Sarvabhutan. He is the only well-wisher. You cannot find anyone other than the Supreme Lord Krishna. Be a little bit sensible. Be intelligent enough. So don't depend on material things. Nowhere, no one can protect you other than Krishna. Nyatwamam Shanti Mrichati. A person who knows this formula, he'll be the real happiest person you can see here. The Mlechas, the most fallen, abominable living entities of the creation is the Americans, who were always engaged in drinks, drugs, womanizers, so many bad things they were doing. But took the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, understood this formula, surrendered to Krishna. Now they are the greatest of the whole world, I can say. How they are just dancing on the streets. They're least bothered who is watching them, what is happening. And you can see that how happily they are dancing there. Are we able to do this? See who is watching us. The neighbor is watching me. This person is watching. Arey, see that whether Krishna is watching you or not. That is it. That is the matter. Not what is the use in somebody is watching you or not watching you. Whether Krishna is seeing me. When I am blissfully dancing for his song, for his kirtan, he will be dancing with us. Krishna says, yesterday somewhere I was reading, Naham tishtami vaikunte, naham yogi hridayeshva, yatra gayanti mad bhakta, tatta tishtami narada. I won't be in Vaikuntha, I'll not be in yogi's heart. I'll be in place where my devotees are glorifying me, enjoying, dancing and doing kirtan. He will be there. Not only don't think that only these people are dancing, even Krishna is dancing with them. How happiness comes? Happiness comes when we are very near to Krishna. When we are very near to Paramatma, the happiness comes. So they are so happy, even on the streets, they are so happy. Just imagine how their life. Just taking up Krishna consciousness. Now somewhere ego matters for us. Even such fallen souls, they are able to become devotees. Why not we? We claim ourselves very cultured people. But we cannot become devotees. Because we have that ego. I know something. In the second day, I was saying, no? That person who came with that swaras, he was charged double. No? Something like that. They are fools. They don't know anything. I know about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is mine. We are in the land of India, in Bharat Bhumi. Our parents, our ancestors, all were devotees. That this. But I'll not be a devotee. I don't surrender to the Lord. Clear? Please be intelligent. Don't become unnecessarily imitate fools. Think their modern life, modernize, modern. What modern? Making our dress smaller. Is that modernized? Wearing a torn pants. Is that modernization? Be sensible. What kind of a life are we leading? One person said me, one of my devotees, he wanted a jeans pant. So he went for this trend, some mall he went. And he said, Prabhuji, I searched the whole mall. I was not able to find a jeans pant which is without torn. All the pants are torn and it has become costlier also. Torn pants are more costly nowadays. And we don't, decent pant also we don't get. I don't know where to get the jeans pant. As Prabhu, leave about jeans pant, wear dhoti, Prabhu will be more free, comfortable and happy. Why do you want to go behind jeans pants? So what life are we leading? Please be sensible and intelligent. Okay. So in today's chapter, what all we learned? Stay inward. How to stay inward. That story gives very, very sensible understanding for us how to be in this learn. Never ever you are going to get to the 11th coin. The same way, which is not in our life, you're not going to get how much ever endeavor you do, whatever you try. Let's try to be happy in what we have. Okay. So any activity, by the mercy of the Lord, it happens. Three doers. Actually, it is not me, the doer, it is Krishna. By His mercy, the Prakriti is doing, the nature is doing all the activities. So sensibly desire whatever. See, desire is not a wrong thing. Desire something which is really needed. You can desire of such kind of thing. Then equal vision. This knowledge gives us an equal vision. We'll see everyone as part and parcel of the Lord. You see the Paramatma in everyone's heart. You start giving respects to everyone. Each and every living entity demands respect because it's a right of that. You know one thing about the honeybee? See, only small things we know. Without honeybee, just in a span of 12 years or something, the whole world gets vanished. No living entity can be on the earth without honeybee. With that, each and every living entity has its own importance to be in this world other than human being. When there is no human being, nothing is going to happen to this world. But any other living entity is being gone, something or the other will be missed out in this. Okay, and then peaceful formula I hope you all know, is only one enjoyer, it is Krishna. Start pleasing him, definitely we all will be happy. And he is the only protector and he is the only well-wisher. This is the formula. Okay. Yes. And what is for tomorrow? Tomorrow it is Dhyana Yoga. It never relates to us, but still we can understand how difficult is this Dhyana Yoga. We'll start meditating. Is it really required? And especially what is yoga? Who is our enemy? Who is our friend? What is the process? And finally, Krishna, what he says based on yoga. You can see that. Yoga and yogi. So now there's a quiz link. I request everyone to attend this. Now let us chant once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, where Rupa Goswami writes. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyamindriyaihe seun mukehi jivadau swayam eva spradataha. Why I'm giving these references? To make you all convinced. It is not only me I'm saying. It is not only Srila Prabhupada is saying. All the scriptures speak the same truth. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the name, form, quality, and pastimes of Sri Krishna through his materially contaminated senses. Nobody can understand Bhagavad Gita, or nobody can understand even Krishna. How to get that? However, the Lord reveals himself to his devotees, being pleased with them because of their transcendental loving service rendered unto him. Sevon mukehi jivadau. Just by offering a glass of milk, he starts residing in our house. A house without the Lord is equivalent to a graveyard. Many houses don't have puja room also. Definitely it's not a house. House, it's only residence for the Lord. And we be with the Lord. That is why many houses will be named not like Govinda Nilaya, Srinivasa Nilaya, Lakshmi Nilaya, something like that. Clear? Yes, Hare Krishna. This is our Lakshmi Narsimhadev, who can have the power to remove all the obstacles, whichever it is, in our devotional path. And our divine couples, Radha and Krishna. This is our ISKCON HBR layout. And now if anyone has having any questions, you can raise your hands. Meanwhile, from Rajaprabhu, let us see the announcements. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. First, we'll see the yesterday's report.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, yesterday there was 100 devotees attended the session, and the quiz attended by 59 devotees. The chanting is done by 30 devotees, and the Naivedya is offered by 19 devotees.
Okay. It is actually reducing day by day, no?
Yes, Prabhu. It is drastically reducing, Prabhu.
No, I'm saying be intelligent, be intelligent. They're thinking, why should I be intelligent? I'll be ignorant. They're going the other way. Okay. See, my job is to let you know all the knowledge. And you have your free will. You have your independent, which Krishna has given you. You can choose your life. I don't have any worries because I am doing my duty, and you can have your choice. Okay, fine. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Today is Ekadashi. I hope everyone have chanted more extra rounds. So I have sent a link for Ekadashi. Please do update, and whoever update the names tomorrow on the day of Dwadashi, all the names will be offered to Lord Narasimhadev.
Yes. All your names will be, you'll do Sankalpa and Archana in all the names. So it will be offered to Narasimhadev. So he will protect everyone who are chanting, especially on this Ekadashi. So all the names will be given. Even now you have time. If you have missed out, you can chant at least 1 round or 2 rounds, whatever. And you can just fill in the link. You can give your name. Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna. Okay. If you no questions, then we can wind up.
I have one question in the question feedback.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It is Rachakunda Kumara. In the fifth question of the quiz, to be topmost was asked. I thought it should be only one. Hence, the first one is chanting, which is ultimately leads to other two gradually as we progress in perfect chanting. I have a dog at home, but after introduced to ISKCON, I feel I should not keep a dog. But now we can't leave it as it is dependent on us and aged. So is it okay to keep it at home? What should I do?
Definitely, there's nothing wrong in keeping dog. Who told you that? Who told not to keep a dog? It is a responsibility of a grihastha to keep a dog, but not within the house. It should be outside the house. And definitely the same way, it's a responsibility of every grihastha to keep a cow also. As I was saying, it's a mother of humanity. So there's a big topic to speak on cows. And those days, nobody was even feeling ill. Nobody was getting diseased. Why? Because there was a cow in the house. Even mother will not take care of us as cow takes care. And cow was also not tied. It was independent. It used to go graze the whole day and it used to come and give milk. And somebody, if a child is ill or something has been diseased, the cow used to recognize what is the disease of the child or the person. It used to go and eat the leaf, which will be the medicine for that disease. And it used to come and give the milk. That is the motherly nature of a cow. It's so great that we don't know this. So, and we kill that mother, how sinful it is. And nothing is in our hands, only we can pray to the Lord. He will protect. He will at least one other day protect all this. Okay, fine. Hare Krishna.
The thing is, Prabhu, the person who asked the questions, no, they'll not be in the session, Prabhu. Even yesterday also I checked. There are three to four questions for answered, but nobody was there in the session, Prabhu. I don't know how we are conveying the questions, Prabhu.
Okay, it's up to them, Prabhu. We cannot change everyone's fate. No? So only you can do our duty. The same way you all can do your duty. That's it. We cannot change anything. We can be responsible citizens of the nation and responsible as a family member and responsible as a devotee of the Lord and do our duties. And results, we are not result oriented. So results is dependent. Let's see. Okay. Kumada Mataji, do you have a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I was the one who asked that question, Prabhu. Since I have a dog at home, yesterday you were mentioning that we are becoming slave of the dog, like taking care of it and all. As I told you, from past 10 years we have the dog, Prabhu.
Yes, you can have a dog.
And as you said, it is inside the house, but it doesn't. We don't allow it inside the kitchen, and it is very neat and clean. So in that way, now I can't leave outside also.
No. Mataji, please don't try to make your life miserable.
I know, Prabhu. I know, Prabhu. I know, Prabhu. I feel little I'm feeling bad. Uh, Someone told me that you can't keep a dog inside the house. And
I said so many things in now.
yeah.
I said the example of torn pants. So many are wearing.
I
They
know.
cannot give up their pants.
I know.
What has become a lifestyle of this? And about
Right.
the non-veg also, I said they cannot give up. One man, this question also was there. I cannot give up. I'm saying not to give up.
Right.
We're in the middle of something. We cannot once give up everything.
Right.
Know the
Right.
knowledge. Know the
Right.
knowledge. Change our path slightly. We can change our.
Yes. Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you. I thank each and every devotee who have attended today's session. So let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wind up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So now I'll give the option to unmute yourself. You can unmute and say once Hare Krishna and leave the session. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Pinchu Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Kumar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Ishwar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Lata Mataji, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sarita
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Shata Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
All Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare
Ishwar
Krishna Guruji.
Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I thank every devotee for joining today's tomorrow with another chapter. Sweet dreams. Hare Krishna dreams. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Rama Vadapalli.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
End the session, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Guruji.